get into it. By the way, if you're listening to the podcast right now and you're going, what's going on? You'll be able to hear this show a little bit later on. If you're streaming it live, you'll be able to watch it and stream with us now. But we're going to talk all things MAHA, the updates. We've been doing this once a week now, and I think it's worth doing. So there's a lot. There's just so much going on in that world. And I think one of the good news pieces is that people are waking up. So let's bring in Missy. Get ready to strap in. It's going to be a heck of a ride. It's like drinking from a fire hose. Never a dull moment, but yes, you'll hear the stories you won't hear anywhere else, and we appreciate you being here with us for them today. I'm Justin Barclay. And we're back. MAHA Missy update. And there's some good stories today. In fact, there's some really good news out there. Plus, we got Halloween stories we got to add. The worst candy for kids. You might be surprised. You say all the candy's bad for kids. Well, again, maybe there's some of that. Maybe some of that is a bit of a, I don't know. Maybe it's a balancing act. Maybe you give them some stuff. Maybe, other things you're just a little more concerned about, a little more guarded on. That's up to you. We didn't give our kids like any sugar for like years and years and years. And then finally we took a little more balanced approach, but they're eating so much healthy stuff all the other times, organic, this, that, and the other thing. I felt like, okay, maybe we can cave here and there. So we'll talk about that and more coming up in just a moment. Plus, Trump is targeting big pharma. We'll talk a little bit more about that. And a new study on diet drinks raising questions about impacts on health, which may be eye-opening for some of us. Hey, good morning. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here with us. MAHA Missy.
Good morning, Justin. I love the intro. It's like drinking from a fire hose. I love that. I love it.
It is. It's purified. What is it? Spring-fed mineral fire hose water. That's what we're doing.
I love it. Exactly.
Fluoride free. How about that?
Fluoride free. Yes.
Lots to cover. Part of the movement, I think, and one of the biggest things is that so many people are waking up to things.
What a time to be alive. I mean, what a time to be alive. And I'm young enough to appreciate what the heck's going on. Being in this as people are waking up, I've been awake for 30 years. I'm 56. And so I got my dose of reality a long time ago. So it's extremely fun having more people join the family is what I'm seeing. I'm like, the family's growing. So,
yeah. Absolutely. And each and every day, I think more and more people are waking up. You're seeing MAHA moms jumping in. You're seeing all kinds of people that I don't think ever before really took a close look at this. It happened for us when we had our first daughter. And I think that's the thing as parents. There's something interesting about that role, the mama bear, the parents that are starting to, see the light.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, well, it's one of those things is that you got like our generation, like with me being my age, and you're behind me, but I still remember what it was like living in grandma's house, being in the grandma and grandpa era, that generation where we are privileged to have understood that culture. And in that culture, you didn't see any of the diseases or illnesses or anything like that we're now currently seeing today, And so for someone like us, it's like glaringly obvious that there's a stark contrast between what we knew growing up and what we now know what's happening with kids with peanut allergies and type 2 being through the roof and all these kids with autoimmune diseases and obviously, autism. But you start looking around like what's changed? What has changed? What is so different than what weren't they doing back then that they're now doing today? And that's something that I've been looking into for years because of, the situation that we went through when our son was diagnosed with autism and learning a lot of things. And so, yeah, you mentioned fluoride. Fluoride, again, fluoride is a natural mineral found, but man has figured out a way to create fluoride their own, and I don't know if that's what you want to talk about, but fluoride is destroying the health on the inside of the body. And kids getting fluoride treatments at the dentist or having fluoride because it's going to protect tooth enamel in their toothpaste. Um, well, we just don't think beyond that is gonna help the tooth enamel, but what happens when that fluoride gets ingested into the body is that it goes and it leaches into bones, and it will cause over time, your body will continue to accumulate fluoride, and as it accumulates the fluoride, it is going to have a direct impact on bones, but the biggest thing that I've always stressed to my clients is like, listen, the biggest thing that we don't want that fluoride to interact with or to impact and cause bad things to go on in the body is that little pineal gland right there in your forehead, like right in there. You can't see it, but that amazing pineal gland, some people call it the third eye, some people call it pineal gland, some people like, I don't even know what that is. But what it is it's a very important part of the body that is a hormone that communicates your melatonin. Your melatonin is directly linked to your sleep cycle. And then when you're not in good deep sleep, the body can't heal and repair like it's supposed to. It's gonna start staying on edge guard. And that is just the beginning of things to start to go wrong. I mean, not to mention it impacts the kidneys, the thyroid, your hormone endocrine system. And again, we never allowed our kids to get fluoride treatments. They've never had a fluoride treatment, and we've never, well, I want to say the majority of the time, we've never had toothpaste that has fluoride in it. And you got fluoride in that stinking mouthwash. When it's swallowed, that's the thing, it's going to leak naturally in the back of your throat. I mean, kids are kids. I mean, and you try to spit it all out, but there's still stuff getting in there. And so, one thing I'm telling clients, people today listening, if you change this one thing, maybe next time you go to the grocery store, get toothpaste that has no more fluoride in it because of the devastating effects it has inside the body.
There is a plaque, and it is just maybe a mile away from where I am, just down the road from where I
Yeah.
am right now. And
Wow.
it's right out in front of the old water treatment plant
Yep.
here in Michigan, in Grand Rapids. And it is the plaque that commemorates on January 25th, 1945, Grand Rapids
Uh,
becoming the first city in the world to add fluoride to its public water supply. It says right there on the plaque, the city, along with the U.S. Public Health Service,
yeah.
the Department of Health, and the University of Michigan School of Dentistry, began a 10-year study to determine the effectiveness of fluoride in the prevention of tooth decay. The city was chosen as a
Yeah.
site because of its large population of school-age children, its closeness to Lake Michigan, which mostly free of natural fluoride, and its proximity to Muskegon, which served as a control city. By 1955, the study's shown a 65% reduction in tooth decay, yada, yada, yada. You could read that. But that's literally down the street from where we are.
Yeah.
And I think most people probably don't even know
No.
that about Grand Rapids, which is kind of a wild stat.
Sure. And it comes as no surprise in the line of work that I do, because of because of the way that we look at the body and try to help people get their health back in gear. Water contaminations in the state of Michigan, it's unlike anything I've seen amongst other clients that I see throughout the United States. And it is. And so that's the key. They're putting it in our water. I didn't know if you want to go that far, but they put fluoride in the water. And when we ingest it, so what they say is that most adults, that little kids in general, because they're so small and they're consuming water, they're brushing their teeth, they're going to go to the dentist, they're going to get fluoride treatments. All of that is going to accumulate in the bones, and it causes, I mean, why in the world are little kids having joint pain? Why are they having joint pain? I mean, what I've said before, it's like an 80-legged octopus. It isn't just one thing. I mean, it is a bunch of things that has been slowly over time introduced as a friendly thing because of course, that's the dentist, the dental association. I mean, it's a great marketing. I mean, it is great marketing. It's devastating great marketing is what's taken place. And again, drinking it, they said like with little kids that when kids are supposed to use their toothpaste with fluoride in it, it says don't swallow it. Don't
Mm.
swallow it and to only use a pea-sized amount. Well, okay, how many kids really use a pea-sized amount? And don't swallow it. Okay, well then why are they putting it in our water if we're not supposed to swallow fluoride?
Yeah, the good news is you can get toothpaste for kids that doesn't have it in it, and of course,
Absolutely.
you can toothpaste for yourself that doesn't have it in it.
Yep.
Our
Yep.
kids have never had, fluoride in their toothpaste,
Yeah.
um,
Which is
it's just it's something that we take, well, it's a little step, but you can do that, and, it's worth
yeah.
looking.
Yep, one step because I feel for people out there because they're like, where they're hearing so many different things and they're like, "What do I do?" It's just like one little step at a time is going to move the needle. I mean, buying different toothpaste. And you're right, you can buy the fluoride-free toothpaste in almost in any Walgreens, Myers for the people that are in Michigan. You can find it in almost like literally any store these days. You just have to know to look for it. And that's the thing too, the elderly, the people that have kidney problems should not be using toothpaste with fluoride in it.
Mm.
I mean, people have thyroid problems. They should not be using toothpaste with fluoride in it. You've got some hormone issues going on. You should not be using toothpaste with fluoride in it because it impacts everything. And especially that pineal gland. When your circadian rhythm gets out of whack, out of balance, you're not waking up refreshed. Your body did not get a chance to heal and repair as you were sleeping because that's what the body's designed to do, heal and repair. Melatonin gets kicked off, the pineal gland ends up being able to communicate with the melatonin, which is a hormone, and all the it's just it's maddening because really what it's doing is calcifying the pineal gland. The way that I see is a little bit deeper than, if I go a little bit deeper dive, that pineal gland is also, in my opinion, your antenna up
Mm.
and and to hear, to be sensitive, to be able to hear, from God, to be able to hear, from some people say your higher self. E Intuition, all of this is right there, so would it make sense if you didn't want people to be in tune, if you wanted people to be disconnected, and allow dis-ease to come into the body, go calcify that little guy up there, and, oh, by
Yeah.
the way, it's gonna do a lot of other things too, so one thing, yeah, I like that, and I can't believe it's in Grand Rapids of all things, that baffles me.
It really is interesting, the history, but people are waking up to things like this, and it's just a matter of time. I mean, it's always been there. So you think to yourself, it's always been there. What's the difference? Well,
Yep.
more and more people, I think, are looking at that. You might have a question. You say, okay, I understand.
Mhm.
There's a major study of diet drinks out there. Yes, I'm sure there's something wrong with diet drinks, but what about water? Like you say, diet drinks, there shouldn't be. What are you talking about? There's something wrong with the diet drinks, like soft drinks. Okay, of course there's something wrong with diet drinks.
Of course there is.
That stuff ain't natural. That's what you're thinking, right? But water, that's a whole nother story. Hey,
Right.
this might freak some people out that are big diet. I used to be a big diet drinker.
Mhm. Yeah.
Now I don't need as much. Drink a lot more water these days with the folks at My Pure Health Solutions and healthwithjustin.com. By the way, I've got big news, another big update for you today. I got to make sure I share that with you before we get out of here, Missy. But another big celebration. So those who drink diet drinks, according to the report, face 60% higher risk of liver disease, according to research.
Mhm.
And they're saying that you may want to take another look at that if you're somebody who drinks a lot of diet. Now, I don't know. Maybe it's just what's in the drinks themselves that's causing that. But
Mhm.
man, oh man, I gotta. I'm kind of a little more careful about the stuff that I'm taking in each and every day. Now,
Well,
some likes his diet cokes, but
yes, that's it, and again, let's think of the marketing on this diet. "Oh, it must be good for me." It's a
mm,
marketing scheme. That's all it is. I mean, but years ago when I was running the chiropractic office, we would tell our clients, "If you're gonna drink pop, don't drink diet." Do
Mm.
not drink diet because the chemicals that are in that diet soda are worse than the chemicals in a regular soda.
I've heard that too. Isn't that interesting?
Oh, yeah. I mean, because the chemicals, this is a thing. We don't even give it a second thought when we drink something and we're driving down the road, you're drinking, you're on the phone, and then you're not thinking about what is going to happen once it goes down the throat and hits the gut. It has got to go through the filter system, the detox system. I mean, your whole body, the symphony of the body on the inside goes into working mode. And when it starts seeing these chemicals that the body was not designed to recognize, the body
Mm.
was not designed to ever see those chemicals. It never was. And so it just goes to show you the resilience of the human body that God created, how resilient our bodies are. But over time, again, some people, you can see some people that are 90 years old, they've drank Diet Coke for the last 30 years, they're smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day, and they eat bonbons all day. They're skinny. You're like, and they're still alive. Like, what is it? Well, the way I look at it is that everyone was born with a different bucket of how many toxins and trauma and all the things that can happen. How big is your bucket? And no one knows when that last thing hits the bucket that the bucket's gonna tip, and then
Yeah.
that's your health. So the people that are 90 that have been drinking pop and smoking and drinking, let's just say they got a 5-gallon bucket. They were blessed. Others have a thimble. Others have a medium, large, or whatever. But again, and I don't live my life perfect by any stretch of the means. I mean, I try to apply the rule like 80-20, 80% right, and 20% I'm like kind of off the grid a little bit, because you can become obsessed and overwhelmed by all the different things that are out there that it could be causing harm. But again, if you just start small, it's like, that diet soda, we stevia is a great natural sugar, and for those that maybe wanna change out soda, go
Yeah.
look up Zevia,
Mm.
Zevia. Zevia is a great pop, they come in a bunch of different flavors, all your Dr. Peppers and your Mountain Dews, all that kind of stuff, but it's made with stevia sugar, and they actually have energy drinks that's also made with the stevia sugar. So you can still have pop, but you're just maybe change that out. Maybe change fluoride to non-fluoride to and there you go, right there. The Zevia pop. Now
This is
is
this
it
is
gonna
my jam right now. By the way, I drink if I need something. This is what I don't really drink a lot of these, but
yeah.
I like that Mountain Zevia. It kind of tastes like Mountain Dew.
Yeah, Mountain Dew, the Dr. Pepper, I don't know what they call it, Dr. Zevia.
Dr. Zevia. The thing that will freak you out, though, and this is actually a good thing, but the thing that will freak you out is you'll go to drink one of these, like the soda or the Dr. Zevia or whatever, the Coke type of thing,
Uh-huh.
and it's clear, and you're gonna be like, "What?" But that's actually a good thing because there's no dyes in it.
There's no dyes in it. Yes, that's the other thing. I mean, this is a thing, you guys. 80-legged octopus, the food and chemical dyes that are going in the food is destroying at the inside the human body. Now, again, it's everywhere. These food and chemical dyes are everywhere, so it's almost near impossible to not have food that has it. But I mean, even our medicine, even our supplements, I mean, or not supplements, but the food and chemical dyes are all over the place. Again, with the clients that I work with, and some of them, part of their problems have been the food and chemical dyes that have been hanging out in their body over time, that's actually playing a huge role on their gastrointestinal system, their immune system, their hormone system. I mean, it impacts the whole body. And again, what didn't they do back in when my grandma and grandpa were alive? We didn't have those. We didn't have fluoride in our toothpaste. We didn't have food and chemical dyes in our food. You just look what's changed and why we are like the sickest nation in the world.
Yeah, it's so sad, and it doesn't have to be that way.
No.
There is an alternative. I will tell you this. I actually got to share. I spilled some of the beans
Uh-oh.
yesterday. A friend, someone I know, actually reached out to me and said, "Is this Missy?" This MAHA Missy, is she the real deal? And he was asking me about the program because he's been hearing and seeing it, and I've been sharing it. And
Yeah.
you know, he said he just got off the phone with you, and he's really excited. He said, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this." He's asking me. I said, "So what's and how long you been doing it?" So I was telling him. So I think I want to say, like maybe 2 weeks in right now.
Okay.
My
Working.
wife and I.
All right.
And so that's to give you an idea. 2 weeks in, and I'm about let's see, 15, 16 pounds down now. Now,
There you
if,
go.
I don't have to do the math on this, but I was actually told that I'm even down even more when it comes to the actual fat.
Body fat. That's the number right there.
And
Yeah.
I'm doing this. A good friend, Andrew, the other day was asking me at church. He goes, "Hey, man, yeah, you're looking good. What are you doing?" He said, "Looks like that thing's working." So yeah, absolutely. So he could see the difference. Then somebody today, Missy, maybe you can tell my list, like, "Wow, the sun is really hitting you. You're just glowing today." I go, "Well,
Week two
not
for you men.
not only does my clothes fit better, I'm sleeping better, and I feel better. I got all this energy. Yeah, the weight, the scale's one thing, but it's all these extra things.
Right.
So good. And my wife is down too. She feels amazing, and I could see it on her right away. I mean, I could just see it in the face and in everything else. And then I mean, it's just amazing what happens. So that's my big update for you today.
Right. All right.
And
That's
we're
it. It is.
celebrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it because when you correct the metabolism, when you turn the metabolism back on, again, most people just don't grasp because that's been that weight loss industry, you want to talk about marketing dollars, it's a 90 billion with a billion-dollar
Wow.
enterprise yearly. And we're still the most overweight nation in the entire world because the $90 billion industry out there is not correcting or solving the problem that's your metabolism is broken. And the only way to restore the metabolism is you have to look to the inside. What controls that metabolism are those 2,800 biomarkers. You
Mm.
go eat again, I tell people all the time, I'm like, you've gotta go to the root of the problem. You gotta fix the problem, and then go on and live your life, and we're gonna help you lose weight. I love the fact, yeah, so next week when I come on, I wanna find out how much we'll talk about how much body fat you've lost because, with going to Trucker Randy's site, with being able to show the difference, because most people have only, like, looked at, I've lost 12 or 20 pounds, but when you look
Mm.
at it, like, what happens when you look at that, if you look and you see, like, you've lost, like, 15 pounds of body fat, not
Yeah.
weight, but body fat, and that's a big shift. You're gonna just keep shrinking, and we're gonna fill you up with hydration in your cells, so, yeah, it's exciting,
Oh,
and
that's the other thing that Charity said too is like, "Oh, your hydration levels really well." I'm drinking a ton of water. I'm probably
good.
drinking about 100 ounces of water a day.
Okay. Yeah,
But I love and I eat a lot of ice too. I don't know if that's in the program or not, but I
that's
like eating
sunshine.
ice.
That's water.
Uh,
That's
I
water.
like I
Cold
like
water.
munching on ice because one of the things I found is that part of the eating thing is like, a lot of times you're just eating out of habit or you're eating out of boredom or there's
Sure.
something you just eat, and this you want to crunch on something.
Mhm.
I get ice from Chick-fil-A. This is my secret. I was telling Charity this the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Charity's one of the coaches that you may work with when you join me at healthwithjustin.com. I was telling her, it's like, I go to Chick-fil-A. I get a
Mhm.
bag of ice. It's $2. Get a whole bag, and I love their ice. It's like this little pellet ice. It's so good. I
Yes.
just crunch on that. It's like a secret for me.
I love it. It's that yeah, I get it. I chew gum all the time. Or else if
Yeah,
I wasn't chewing gum, I would have my hand in mouth I would be eating. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it's just it's just yeah, it just is what it is. But I
You
love it.
got
You look good. You got a little glow going. I can
a
see that.
little glow happening today, and so it's Halloween. I'm going to make it through. I'm
Okay.
not going to touch the candy. And I will tell you, we went through a birthday on Sunday. And folks,
Uh-huh.
once you get into this, I mean, it's so much easier to do. I mean, all the stuff that you used to just be kind of like, I don't know, controlled by or whatever.
Right.
I just don't. It doesn't hit me anymore. So we got Halloween tonight. I'm not. not worried about that. And then we got my daughter's birthday is today too.
Mhm.
So there'll be some birthday stuff tonight, and then we're gonna have a birthday for both the girls, a birthday party later down the road. And I'm not worried about cake. I passed the cake up on Sunday, so I'm good for that.
Oh, now,
I'm
just
not,
in case your
not
listeners
worried.
don't understand this, it's only for a short amount of time that do we ask you to stay away from
Oh
certain
yeah,
while we
but
fix while we
that's
fix
why
your body while we fix your body, you
that's
gotta stay away from certain things. Yeah,
That's why it's doable. It's because I'm just doing this for right now, and then I can get right back into whatever it is that I want to do, but I'll have more balance and I'll have the guidance to do that.
absolutely.
That's the
Absolutely.
great
Gotta
thing.
fix that problem and show you how to live and show you how to strategize to keep eating those fun foods, but keep your waistline the same.
All
That's
right,
the
last but not least, some of the worst candy for you to eat
Oh,
for
yeah.
Halloween, and especially for the kids.
Mhm.
Candy's facing backlash from nutrition experts this year. Those Skittles. I know they've talked about Maha has had some conversations about this, and some of these candy companies are talking about changing the dyes and taking them out. But boy, those Skittles are right up there on that list, aren't they?
Oh. Yeah, oh my they're just loaded not only with that, but also with the sugar that's inside of it that's
Hmm.
hurting the body too. They did, some of there were a couple companies that tried to take because cereal's the same way. Cereal has
Yeah.
this just as horrible, but, there were some companies that decided not to use food and chemical dyes on the cereal, and kids wouldn't eat it because kids want the shiny, pretty stuff. They want the colorful
Wow.
stuff. So, it might be, I don't know, when they start to make the changes, again, the kids that have grown up with all the pretty fluorescent candy.
Do you remember M&Ms from back in the day? I've been watching these old commercials. Like
Yeah.
you can watch on YouTube like the commercials from the 80s. It's kind of just nostalgic to me.
Oh,
The
yeah.
M&Ms back in the day were not as bright. They were really dull kind of in color.
Yeah, they were. Exactly, because yeah, they were. Like I said, these are all fluorescent. The other ones were your typical evergreen. Well, and they weren't evergreen. I mean, they were still green, but they weren't like fluorescent, pop you in the face to put your Skittles on the wall and turn on your lights or turn off your lights and they glow in the dark. They weren't that kind of M&M or Skittle type of thing. So yeah, I'm excited. The world's waking up um and again, the body's resilient. I see it all the time. If people just stop consuming it as much and then eventually stop it altogether, the body will heal and repair on the inside. I mean, it just has to be given a chance. That the kidneys and liver are ready to show up and show off for you, but you need to stop giving them the stuff that gunks up the entire system.
And do you have any good alternatives if we want to have a little fix, a little something, Halloween candy or something that you sign off on?
Well, I mean, you got stuff like the Lily's chocolate or the dark chocolate. I mean, honestly, anything for our kids.
Yeah.
I mean, getting that some good peanut butter and yeah. I mean, do I have anything off the top of my head that I could suggest? Probably not anything that won't make a kid cry. It's like because it's just like
Well, forget the kids. How about us? Let's talk about us. You're talking about those like dark chocolate, organic peanut butter cups, stuff like that. I know like, that's kind of some of the things that Lizzie used to try and eat.
Absolutely, yeah, I mean, I'll grab a dark chocolate and I'll grab some organic peanut butter because stuff that doesn't have the bad oils in it, almond butter, and I'll just sit there and I'll just, like, break it apart and grab and put a little peanut butter on it. Again, it's always that psychological thing because you want that hand to mouth action. I break my stuff up little. I mean, I grab a toothpick because I want that hand to mouth thing, right? More hand to mouth, the better.
Mhm.
And so I'll do that little toothpick, put some sea salt on it, put it in my peanut butter and eat it and be tickled pink with it because I'm savoring and enjoying it because I understand what I'm eating. It's
Yeah.
different than just cram it all in.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I tell you, another daily dose of the Maha. Well, it's a weekly update, the Maha Health Update with Maha Missy. Always a pleasure to
Yeah.
dive into these topics, and great to see things moving in the right direction. Not just for me, but like the country. That's the point. Is
So good. It's so
if
good.
we're gonna make America healthy again, well, I've got to start with me.
Amen. Gosh, preach. You're right. I mean, I say it to myself all the time. I mean, I can get better too.
Yeah.
We all Yep.
We continue the road, folks. Thanks for being here on the journey with me. And again, if you have questions for Missy about any of these things we talked about today, I know somebody was asking about toothpaste in the comments or questions about some of the candy stuff or whatever it might be, maybe you want to join me, please reach out. Healthwithjustin.com. She loves talking to folks and obviously jump on the phone with you. She's give you a free consultation if you want to jump in and really have, maybe start taking a look at how you can get healthy again. We would love to see you on the journey together and join the fight to make America healthy again. And be one of these people, by the way. Look at all these before and afters. Look at all these folks here. Be one of these people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who have incredible success stories to share. I can't wait to share yours. There's Trucker Randy.
67 pounds of stored fat gone. No sleep apnea machine. He avoided a couple of surgeries, and I think got off 2 medications. All in a matter of 4 months. And again, people are like, hey, maybe I want to do this, but not right now. Still have a consultation with us and just plan on doing it starting in January.
Yeah. That's a great time to do it, actually, because then you're kind of like plan, okay, it's time for something new. And you've already done the homework. You've done everything set out to get to where you want to go. So, there's no guessing. A lot of times people say, I want to lose this weight, at the beginning of the year, but you have no idea. You don't have a plan. You don't know where you're going to. This way, everything's done for you. You know exactly what to do. All you have to do is hit start and get going. Love to see you on with us. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, God bless him.
You got it, Missy. Thank you as always. Appreciate you. And man, what a great time. Healthwithjustin.com. Log in, check it out today. Healthwithjustin.com. Check out all of those great stories. Schedule yours and read some of the reviews. I mean, incredible to hear and see what people have gone through and what they've gained. Not just lost, but gained their life back. Maybe you can too. All right, make it a great day. We appreciate you as always. Back with another big MAHA Minute Health Update with MAHA Missy next week, right here. God bless. I don't know if you just saw the news, but average U.S. household debt just hit $152,000. That's mortgages, cars, cards, student loans, but the national debt just hit $37 trillion. It's all going up. Ask yourself this: when the system hiccups, who bails you out? It's not the Fed, not the politicians, and that's why I own gold. Gold doesn't need a CEO, doesn't need missed earnings, it doesn't freeze your account on a Friday at 4:59. While they print, gold just sits there doing what it's done for thousands of years. Store value. If you're done playing musical chairs with your savings, get something real in your hand. That's why you should try our good friends Kirk Elliott Precious Metals today. Goldwithjustin.com. Kirk and the team going to walk you through what they're doing, whether you're a seasoned pro when it comes to buying precious metals or you're just getting started. Call Kirk and the team today at 720-605-3900. That's 720-605-3900, or go to goldwithjustin.com to find out how they can help you today. No pressure, just facts and a plan. That's goldwithjustin.com. Protect what's yours with gold. Goldwithjustin.com. Do it today.